How goes the family? Welcome back to Patterson Up Properties. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Basically, today's subject matter, I'll just be talking about, some of the best real estate deals to look forward to. Well, at least what I'm looking forward to. Everybody has their own strategy and their own specific areas. So I'm just going to go over the areas that I'm already in and I'm looking forward to actually pursuing as a wholesaler and as a real estate investor all at the same time. Now, most would know that I'm from the DMV area, known as Northern Virginia, Southern Maryland, and Washington, D.C. And everybody always has their arguments about, Baltimore not being a part because Baltimore is not on the Metro line. But there's a connection because there's an actual MARC train, I believe, that goes from Baltimore to Washington, D.C. So, and for all intents and purposes, I'm mentioning Baltimore because that's another city I'm looking to invest in. If not in 2020, then definitely in 2021. Even with all the craziness going on, I'm still excited about the future. So, and I hope you are, especially if you're in the real estate business, you're excited as well. If you're interested, basically some of the best deals that are taking place right now from an investment standpoint, because home sales are still happening. Most people realize that, not from an investor standpoint mostly, but mostly from people who are purchasing their first homes or just purchasing another home because people are taking advantage of these crazy 0% interest rate deals that are happening right now. So it just makes sense. But if you're interested and can stand taking a risk as an investor now in real estate, then purchasing a good fix and flip, also known as a wedge deal, would be in your best interest right now. Now, what is a wedge deal? I will read the actual definition of what a wedge deal is, really truly is. The wedge is the value you add to deal above and beyond what originally, it being the house, was created on its own. In real estate, there are many ways to add value to a property, including making the property more functional so you can increase the rent, which translates to me that the property that one is going to purchase being sold below the market value, and with little or a lot of home improvements, one can sell and rent the property above market value or obtain great monthly cash flow that gives one a great return on their investment. Other ways to add value is by placing a swimming pool, laundry, appliances, or other amenities to make the property more attractive for potential customers. So, obviously you just increasing the value, you know what I mean? Or the investor can make the property more functional so you can increase the rent. That's another way to look at it. Another thing to take into consideration is to try and find ways to cut expenses. Especially nowadays, it's in your best interest to cut as many expenses as possible so that you can save more, because the storms that may be on the economic rise right now, it's in your best interest to have a lot more cash within your bank or within your other assets all at the same time. It's best to utilize software to manage the property in question more efficiently so that you do not have to work as hard either when it comes to any sort of property management. For me, essentially on this path I'm basically on this path because of financial freedom reasons. I want to be able to have, because when you have financial freedom, you have more options of not only what you can do, but where you can live. A lot of times people are stuck in a specific area of the United States or part of the world because they don't have the economic means to move forward. And that's why if you're at home, utilize this time to try to figure out more ways for you to not only make more money, but to build more social capital with other people. And not only so that you can add more value to yourself, but you can add more value to others as well. Because it does not always have to just be about you and your family, but try to add value to others and give back to the community as much as possible. And I love to work smart and do not like to work hard. However, if I can automate a property or a process in any way, I will do so. One crazy thing that I can say is that even in the DMV area, including Baltimore, Maryland, which is definitely an area that I'm looking to invest in, houses are constantly being sold every day, and the grind hasn't stopped at all due to the COVID-19 situation. One thing about Northern Virginia's housing market is because there is a housing shortage, and depending on what county you live in, if there's a lot, they're going to try to put a home there. That's just one thing that's for sure. Definitely in Prince William County, it's just like, okay, well, you stop building houses, but I'll leave that alone. And regular working people have been priced out as well. So especially areas like Arlington County, City of Alexandria, Fairfax County, the average home price in Arlington County for a single family home is $1 million, and for condos, townhomes, it's $500,000. One can find a decent home in Prince William County, a town home for up to $206,000, $300,000, and single-family houses for up to $350,000 to $500,000 or more. And obviously, if you're a person that wants to live in Stafford County or Fredericksburg, then have Spotsylvania, then have at it. You'll still be able to find a good home for $200,000 to $300,000. But depending on where you work at, you're going to sit in a lot more traffic or have to sit on public transportation a lot more longer than you would want to. But hey, a lot of people do it, and if you're happy with it, then so be it. That's my mindset. Build a life that you're happy around, and not just a life that looks good on paper and whatnot, because you have a lot, especially in the DMV area, a lot of people who have a life that looks good on social media, a life that looks good on paper and in their bank accounts. However, they take constant vacations or are constantly bored out of their minds because they're really built a life that looks good, but a life that they're actually just bored with. But I digress. That's why on the Virginia side of the Potomac River, more people are moving places, west to Front Royal, Winchester, Warrington, or they're moving further south to Fredericksburg, Spotsylvania, King George, Caroline County for more affordable places to rent, purchase homes, or invest properties, etc. And there's nothing wrong with that. I always say what works for you is what works for you. And as long as you're happy at the end of the day, do what you got to do. And of course, people just live what they can afford to live all at the same time as well. So like I said, no judgment here. You got to do what you got to do. And in Maryland, which for me is definitely the land of investment opportunity, investors can still find good places to live and purchase investment properties in places like Suitland, Oxon Hill, Upper Marlboro, Maryland, District Heights, Capitol Heights. They can find actually good deals for $180,000 to $300,000, sometimes even less than $180,000, depending on the property. And also Baltimore, Maryland and the surrounding counties of Baltimore, despite what the lovely media has done a beautiful job of doing, in my sarcastic voice, has to say about the city. The city is in itself is on the rise, and I not only have known plenty of people that are benefiting from the rise of Baltimore, but I know plenty of people that just reside there and see the great stuff that's happening there. And if you are an investor in that specific area or looking to go in that specific area, now is the time to get in. Okay, I believe the delinquent tax auction, you can go on there, check it out on the website. It's going to be online auction, so I'm definitely looking forward to checking that out. And it's going to be in July, so that's why I'm actually kind of antsy for this lockdown to be over with, because I can't wait to go to Baltimore to check that out. I'm looking to definitely get back to Pennsylvania. I want to go to Philadelphia and check out their delinquent tax auction. So there's so many opportunities that are out there from a real estate perspective, in my personal opinion. It's just, things have to get back to some sort of normalcy and, safety first, obviously, when it comes to this COVID-19. But, for those that are ready to make those kind of moves, let's do it. And I got a team of people that are ready to do it, and I'm happy and excited about it. And that's my enthusiasm in regards to that. Okay, but hey, it is what it is. And most people that, that know me, have been watching the channel for a minute, they know that Eastern Pennsylvania is a region that I'm definitely interested in. I already have properties in specific areas, but all intents and purposes, I'm definitely trying to check out Harrisburg, which is capital Pennsylvania, and check out Philadelphia. Already in the Reading market, looking to go to the Allentown market. So a lot of great opportunities. My personal opinion, if you're going to be a real estate investor and you're just a regular working person, it's always best to invest in places where the cost of living is dirt cheap. You got people that go to Arkansas, the Carolinas, Georgia, Texas, Louisiana, where it's just where you can buy investment properties for under $100,000, or if you're getting duplexes, you can get duplexes at $200,000. More affordable markets and whatnot. And then obviously, if you want to move into more expensive markets, you do that when you have more assets that you built up, more cash flow coming in, and then you go from there. At least that's my strategy. Everybody has their own strategy. There's various different strategies, and I always listen to it because, hey, I try to learn something new every day. I just learned about the Philadelphia delinquent tax property market yesterday by listening to the Earn at Your Leisure podcast, and that was a lot of great information. So I digress. But yeah, so it's a lot of great opportunities out here, and I'm looking forward to it. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's just best because if you look at a market like Baltimore, Berks County, Wyomissing, York, Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, places like that, you can get properties from $10,000 to $30,000, $50,000. Cash money. You can buy cash money, obviously, or sometimes you can actually get conventional financing or obviously private money lender financing, but owning something cash money, especially sometimes it is a great thing. It can be a gift and a curse depending on how you look at it and depending on how you're trying to approach the situation. Because if you own it, then you could sell it cash money, and then you can keep for the most part all the profits. So it's just depending on how you look at it. Everybody's situation is different. You know what I mean? So. And in today's rental market, one will want to own rental properties with no or low mortgages all at the same time as well. Because in today's world, no matter what, everything is unstable. And even when it is stable, unstabilization will always come knocking at your door eventually. And in my opinion, the economy is, and life, in a sense, it's kind of like the stock market, and it's kind of like the seasons. They're always subject to change. Goes up and down, and around. So on that note, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely, if you're interested in joining the Karat International family, it's basically just buying gold. If you want to make more money by utilizing the referral marketing aspect of it, refer other people, they buy the same package, and et cetera and so forth. And people can out earn others if they want to, but this is just another way of keeping currency in your circle. And on that note, always remember, you can't get fired if you own the company. And in 2020, you better know that you need to own something outside of just being a homeowner, right? So hopefully you guys liked the video. Take care, and I'll see you guys later. And definitely don't forget to subscribe. That's easy, that's free. And hit the like button. That's easy and that's free. Take care.